Good morning. I'm at home in the office. I'm going to stand here. Dog's going to bark in about 3 seconds because there's a bird rolling around in our garden. 3, 2, 1. Oh, why'd you ignore that one? Not the pigeons. Anyway, it's Monday. We should be getting the van fixed this week. So in last week's video, I told you we had someone come out and diagnose it and look at the van and said it might be the clutch. So I've now had a quote and a date, and it's Monday today, and just trying to give you the latest. Weird because I've got no real concept of what this week's video is going to be like, just because I don't know what to expect. So I've had a quote for $14.50 to do the clutch and the dual mass flywheel. That's what the mechanic guy said he's 90% sure is the problem. We're booked in for Wednesday, the day we were supposed to be leaving on our North Wales to South Wales trip, and by all accounts he's able to do it on the driveway, which is mental. I didn't think anyone would be able to do that, but he's adamant that he'd be able to do it on the driveway, so we'll see. He's local. $14.50 is the quote, and that is the price I'm ready to pay to have my clutch and dual mass flywheel replaced. If the guy's good, I also do an MOT and I need a big service. So if he's good and trustworthy and it seems all right and he fixes it and everything works, then he'll hopefully, I found a good local mechanic that can work on my size van, or knows what he's doing with the van of my size. So that is the plan. Just starting the video with what the plan of this week is and how it looks. So yeah, this is where we are at the moment. Wednesday is the day that he's supposed to be fixing it. And we'll go from there. We'll see what happens, shall we? We'll see what happens. Will we end up getting away in this van this week for my birthday's Friday, by the way. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's not going to be a massive trip. It might just be a night because Wednesday we were supposed to go because the wife has got a shoot up north. So we were going to go up to there all together as a family, drop the wife off to her shoot all day, me and the kids to do something the day, then we were going to head into North Wales on the Wednesday night, and then make our way back down through Wales through the week and come back for Sunday, basically. So that was the plan. But I'm over the trip. Like, it is what it is. It's supposed to be my birthday trip, but I'm over it. We can do something. We've got a big one in August planned, unknown where that's going to be yet, but so that's coming, and I'm sure we're going to get away lots and lots if we get the van back on the road. So yeah, Wednesday is the day the van is going to be fixed. Let's see what happens. See you on Wednesday. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. Today's the day the van should be being fixed. One of the guys, the main guy, came round and dropped off the clutch and the flywheel, I believe it is, yesterday. So that's in the van ready to go today. He did say that he'd be here first thing in the morning, and then I got a text this morning saying that the guy's going to be here at 11, which I don't know how I feel about, really. It's a bit of a weird one, seeing as I assumed it would be an all-day job. So I thought you'd want to start 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, get going pretty early on. So yeah, 11 o'clock it is. We'll see what time he turns up to make a start. Good morning. It's still morning, but the time is now. Messages coming up. Hang on. Outfit. Time is now 11:30. Still no sign of the mechanic. I don't know if it's me. I don't want to be too pushy and annoying. Send a text or give him a phone call, but yeah, it's 11:30 now, and I'm just a bit like, you said yesterday it was going to be first thing, and now it's going to be 11, and now it's 11:30. At what point? I'll give it an hour, maybe 12 o'clock. Things happen, you get run behind on stuff, so maybe 12 o'clock. We'll see. I'll see if I get in touch with them, give them a call, find out what's going on, because then that's half the day gone. 12 o'clock is midday, isn't it? Like, so, and then it's gonna be, if it's not by 12 o'clock, then you start getting excuses from people, don't you? It's gonna be like, oh, I can't make it today, I'll have to push you back till tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the update. 11:30, still no mechanic. Yeah. Right. you can't make this up, to be honest. You can't make this up. So it's now 5 to 12. The mechanic guy turned up. At about 10 minutes ago, right? So it's a different mechanic guy to what I've been dealing with, because the mechanic gentleman I was dealing with from the start basically said he's got a job, he's quite busy, he can't get me fitted in. So he knows a guy who he works with regularly that can do clutches and do everything on vans like that, this my size, on the drive. And he said, by all means, is a very good mechanic. Okay, so I was like, cool, that's fine. Like, at least you're willing to get me fitted in. I think because obviously I've got quite a bit of work coming up on the van that I want to do personally as well. So he's like thinking, yeah, like let's go to work here. Let's help him out. Sorted. Happy with that. Like, I'm golden. Obviously, up until this point is the clutch, which I don't know much about mechanics. However, when it first went, I thought it was the drive shaft, because of the noise it made, as you've seen in the previous video, and I'll put it on here again. I thought it was a drive shaft. But this mechanic's turned up today, and he's jumped in it. He's like, I need to move it back, which I knew he was going to need to do because of the way the van is facing, because that was the way I got dropped off from recovery. He was like, cool, let's move it back. Jumped in, took the keys, turned the van on, put it in gear, put it in reverse, lifted the clutch, and it made the noise. That it's been making the noise. No power, just making the noise. He went, oh, that's not the clutch. And I was like, right. And he said, that's not the clutch. I don't think that's the clutch. He said, I think that's the drive shaft. I said, well, that's what I've been saying from the start, but I don't know much about mechanics. So he was like, right, let me jack it up and have a look. So he jacked it up, got under it, got me to get in the van, turn it on. So he told me to put the foot on the brake, lift the clutch to go to pull off, obviously. And I was like, cool, done that. Well, it's all jacked up and he's led underneath the van. And I've done that. It's made the noise. And he's like, yeah, that's the little drive shaft gear or whatever. Like they said, there's a little spleen bit that connects the drive shaft to the gears. I could be wrong. Right? He said, yeah, that's that. He was like, that's the drive shaft. So we got on the phone to my initial guy, and he was like, oh, really? He was like, well, that's good news. And I said, why is it good news? I'm sat here with a van with loads of clutch parts and flywheel parts. And he was like, but it'd be a lot cheaper. So the mechanic now is getting on the phone to the parts company to see if they can get all right, hang on, I'll help you in a second, okay? To see if they can get this part delivered to my house today so we can get on with it and fix it. So that's the update. Doesn't seem like it's the clutch, it seems like it's the drive shaft. If I can get it fixed today, hopefully, if we can get, so it all rests on this part being delivered today, I believe, and then he's going to fix it. The mechanic guy's out there taking stuff apart to just confirm and double check stuff, but he's told the other mechanic guy to order him whatever this drive shaft part is to my house. So we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you guys updated. But I just knew this was going to be drama. I knew it. But we'll see. We'll see if it saves me any money. Because at the moment, the clutch and everything was quoted at £1,450. £1,450. And I've got clutch parts in the van that was bought, so I don't know how that's going to work. Obviously, this new, so it should be able to be returned. So hopefully I don't get charged for the parts that I don't need. Fingers crossed I shouldn't. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. We'll see how it goes on. Let's go. Let's pray and hope that this van is being fixed today. So, let me go outside quickly. So, the mechanic's gone. Not gone. He's left because he took it apart and come down here. He took it apart and it wasn't the clutch. It was the drive shaft, which was my initial thought. And we've left it. Let me turn you around so you can see. We've left it up on the axle stand. And the wheel is off because we are just waiting for the part to be delivered. We ordered a new drive shaft piece. Sorry, Amazon came. Ordered a new drive shaft piece, and that's been delivered. So I'm just waiting for the old mechanic to come back to fit it, which is going to come back this afternoon, hopefully, and that should fix the problem. But this is the old piece. There's Kaido. This is the old piece, and this was the issue. So if I show you here, this was our issue. These spleens had wore down, caused it to spin, which is a common issue for the crafters, basically.
In we go!
So that's our new piece. That's our new piece delivered. And hopefully that fixes our problem. Just waiting for the mechanic to come back and fit it all, which should be at some point this afternoon. So watch this space. We are back, baby. We are back and on the road. We are back. She's back. We are back. And we are back and on the road. I'm leaving it running behind me just because it's been sat idle for 2 weeks, over 2 weeks now, 3 weeks I think. And I'm just trying to give the battery a bit of juice, so I've taken it out on a drive. But she's fixed and we're back on the road for now. It was the drive shaft. The drive shaft sorted the issue straight away. So we're back. The adventures continue. The van work continues. And I'm parts. The first place I've come is a car park. Only because this was the first place I could think of to park up and do that little reveal video. Hopefully it comes out as well as I thought it did in my head. But yeah, I'm so happy to be back on the road. It's still Wednesday. It's late in the evening now, but it is still Wednesday and we are back on the road. I keep saying it because I'm just happy to be back on the road. And it was a lot cheaper than initially. So the initial quote for the clutch, including the labour, was, call it 1,500 quid, 1,460 I think it was, 1,500 quid. For the drive shaft and the labour was 700 quid. Parts, labour to change it out as well. So saved myself a fair bit of money there. And we're back on the road. We're back on the road. So yeah, that's it. Just in case this is the end of this week's vlog, I don't know what the plans are. My birthday is still Friday. There is potential on the cards to get out for maybe a night or two, just as a bit of a random place. So if that does happen, I will obviously bring you guys along so you can see it. But just in case this is the end, thank you for watching today's video. Appreciate it for you sticking with it. This has been, what, third video with a broken down van. When your whole channel consists around you being out and about in the van, it makes it a little bit difficult to do videos when you haven't got a van. So appreciate if you guys sticking with me. Appreciate you to the new subscribers. And as mentioned, here is a list of the people that left a comment on last week's video. So massive shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for being loyal followers, and thank you for sticking with me. And thank you for leaving a comment. It really helps the channel. I'll do it again. I think I'll make it a reoccurring every week. If you leave a comment on the video, unless we get like hundreds and thousands of comments, then that'd be really difficult. But yeah, for now, while we're still small and still growing, if you leave a comment, I'll put your name in next week's video. But if you're new here, consider subscribing. The adventures are about to return. There's so much shit planned. It's unbelievable. We're back, baby. But yeah, consider subscribing, like the video, leave a comment, all that jazz. As always, I'll see you next week. Love you, bye. Peace. We're back. We're back, baby. Yeah. Right, let's get out of this car park because it's closing and all the shops are closing. The last remaining cars that are here are looking at me weird.